This is a Shadow Serpentis Den. This is a Serpentis Den in a Gnosis. I have faction Smartbomb on me. In a second, I'm gonna show how we do it. So pretty much, as soon as you land, the reds should respawn somewhere in this vicinity. You're gonna start burning to that distant structure over there. Activate your smart bombs, deactivate your probe, and just slow bot. As soon as you're in range, everything gonna die, like a single one. Boom. Except that one. That one I missed. So why Gnosis? Gnosis is fast to align and very fast to burn, very high distance speed. I mean, you could get even a faction after burner, or not after burner, a faction Microwarpdrive, even Tech 2 will be sufficient. And let's see. So now what you need to do is to wait till the tower is gonna die, the defense towers. So the range on this smart bombs is only 6,000 meters. However, the full set is, plus the fit, is as expensive as a Praxis is. So it's questionable if you need one, if you want one. But yeah, those Dread Guristas, Graviton, medium Graviton smart bombs are worth its money, especially in this type of a den. There's another type for den which I have tested. It doesn't work perfectly there. It has some minor issues, but still, it's viable to run those in a Gnosis. As for Capacitor, it is more than capable, more than stable. Here we go. So 2 more spawns burn up when one spawn, the one thing spawns, and then align back to down. Here we go. 1 up, 1 down. And we have a faction spawn, commander. Cool. So that's it. Pretty much you're standing here, you kill everything, repush the commander spawn to loot it afterwards. But yeah, the site is pretty much done. No magic whatsoever in this type of yeah. Let's see, and maybe it dropped something. A afterburner. Well, not bad. Okay, let's get to the next one, and I'm gonna do a shot. Let's see.
Warp drive active.
Which one it is? So one is the biogas storage, the other one is looks a little bit different. I have run previously the other one. This one requires, which I was running, requires more range to get all the NPCs, to be honest. And yeah, we are again in the same one, so let's do it one again. Align to that structure, prop on, you can even smart bombs. That's basically it. Stop your ship. Currently overshooting. And I think I'm gonna start above this time. Let's see. Will it trigger? Question mark? Or won't it trigger? So 1 tower, 2 towers, I believe the second tower is gonna die, the wave should spawn, if I'm correct. Otherwise, you will need to position yourself in the middle to kill both sides of the tower. We'll see. Yay! So pretty much go up and then go down. Oops. Well, I'm going in the wrong direction. That's not the correct one. Let's watch those NPCs. So up and go down. Here we go. Flop on. And the last one, which was currently out of range. Not ideal, but it get the job done very well.
Warp drive active.
So, next one. That should be a different type of a den. Let's see how it goes over there. I mean, I've been doing it already, so it works definitely. Although I would like to see how it works with a plasma Smartbomb, but that's in the next. I'm gonna test it off in the background at some point. So here you land, you burn the structure below or above, kill a prop when you're in the vicinity, and same idea. Why I do not like this type, or it has some issues, because this battle cruiser has a ton of HP, like literally a ton of HP. It does work, but it doesn't work well enough. So for this one, I would suggest a Praxis. So, but Gnosis will work, still work, especially if you need to burn after NPCs who will distance yourself from you. So you can catch up very fast, but at the same time, the DPS is kind of limited on a Gnosis. So in best case scenario, you can kill it without moving. In worst case scenario, some NPC is gonna burn away. So this wave will be clear, that's not an issue here. The range looks decent enough. Okay, decent. So 3 battle cruisers, that's where you come in issues. If every single cruiser burn a different distance, and it might happen that we're gonna burn out of range, and you need to burn after them to stay in the range and to kill them that way. But for the most part, it does work. Let's see. So that one should be fine. Okay, what about you? That should be fine too. Good. Next one. I'm also thinking about dropping a Flux Coil for additional prop module Overdrive Injector 2, just to get a little bit more speed to catch them up faster. So here we are getting away from you, and I would like them to stay in the vicinity, and I hope it's the last wave, which I don't know yet. Yep, it was the last wave. So that's basically the second one.
Warp drive active.
And so speaking about how many I have farmed already, I've been doing that for about less than half an hour, and I got 42 of those. 2 5 of 10s, easy peasy. So especially that one type is very decent to farm, since there's only frigates, and frigates is the perfect setup for this kind of battle cruiser. Okay, here we are. Stop ship again. See how this one goes again. So this den type of den is kind of gamble. There's a spawn and it's not perfectly spawned. It's burning in different speeds and different resistances. And by different resistance, I mean, yeah, we have the same resistance, but like you're getting a cycle that's gonna start wrapping themselves, and they might gonna burn out of range, and then you have the cells burning after them. But anyway, that's all magic, nothing special. As for fitting, tightness, you need some power grid, but you're very cap stable. Even if you turn up Microwarpdrive and getting a Flux Coil less, due to fractions, Smartbomb they pull less, they drain less Capacitor. Therefore, you have extra spare, and you can fit something like that control unit or something in a low slot. Get even more power grid if you need one. As for the faction Smartbomb, every single one here's not in the market, but every single one is in Jita right now for about 45 mil. I bought mine anything between 39 and 42 mil currently. So, okay. Here we are in a common situation where I might gonna be tight and I need to burn off the dam. And let's see, that one is already out of range, but I still gotten quite. Yep. Didn't get that one. So here's the situation where I need to chase after the enemies. And prop to another one. And back to initial position. So usually I don't target them, but I'm target them when they start to burn out of the range, to know how much HP they have left. So that one is worrying me. Perfect. Let's get another one.
Warp drive active.
So yeah, no warp is not necessary for that kind of smart bombing. Just get in and do your thing. Here we are again, same thing. Target that one. Align, drop on, smart bomb zone. Extend the deactivate one. Okay, let's get that one there. Pretty much drive by smart bombing. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay, the position should be fine. Let's figure out how much distance I need to bridge. So now I'm gonna kill that one, and the secondary one, the wave should spawn as always. The question is how far away from me, from my current position on top, somewhere out here, probably. Nice. I'm even nearly in range. So like I have 500 meters or so, and you will be in range. If you stay like 5,000 away from that tower there spawning. Okay. Go to the next side. And one cycle of Smartbomb. Done.
Warp drive active.
Space magic. Like literally space magic. And here we are again. So this type I do prefer Praxis over the Gnosis. The cost is pretty much the same. You can use the 2 Swarmbombs on that one, even non-faction ones, sort of meta. The benefit of the Praxis is it has a higher DPS. So anything spawns here is insta-killed. It doesn't matter whether it is a frigate, destroyer, cruiser, it dies, like literally dies. However, the backdraw is if the frigates, if you're not fast enough and the frigates may gonna burn out. That's the only issue in an initial spawn. And Praxis is a little bit slower to burn after enemies, which I would prefer to do. And next wave. Okay, that turned out of the rain, not quite, but soon. Okay, that was kind of right on my positioning. Okay, we're done, perfect. Let's see.
Warp drive active.
Gonna Smartbomb till the next escalation, and upload the video at some point. Yeah, price of 5 of Dens. You will rarely see them on the market. Each one is 50 mil. You can buy those, but it's a very, very rare item. I would rather prefer running them myself than selling them, since it's lucrative. You can run those in a Vexo. I've already uploaded a video on that one. So 5 of 10 in a Vexo works perfectly. And from what I'm seeing, it's the only video which is in a T1 cruiser being capable to run those. Everyone taking something else, and by something else I mean more DPS, T2 hulls, faction hulls. But that one was a perfect run without dying and getting a decent amount of food. Let's see, 4 or 5. Wait, the red spot over there? Oh, okay, never mind. If we do that, I don't mind at all. Drive-by. Okay, what now? I don't think the side is spawned yet, so there should be a wave. Yep, didn't see that one coming. Bada bing, bada boom. Did I miss the reds or something? I have no idea. I haven't paid attention. I mean, it spawns right now like a usual one. But what did happen in the first wave? Did I get anything? Or everything, at least in the first wave?
Warp drive active.
Next one. Did I need more speed or what's happening? Let's panic away. Okay. Catch me if you can, I guess. Where's the other one? I'll see. Okay, fine. Get back to distance of the structure. And in range. So it would work with a T2 Smartbomb, but then, I mean, the Gnosis, but then you have, oh, another Serpentis and a commander spell. Nice. But then you cannot replace a Flux Coil, since factual Smartbombs require less Capacitor, therefore be stuck with speed, with certain range, and it's up to you whether you use Tectus or not. And you also have a little bit less DPS that side. But the range is like 4,000 meters against 6,000 meters with faction 1, so a significant change difference. Can I get here through? Yeah, kind of. Cool. Let's see. Ooh. Today is a good day. Today is a very nice day.
Warpdrive
See
active.
so many faction spawn on the side, like the refuge didn't drop any or anything significant, but that one is kind of cherry picking today. So the bounties for the side is next to nothing, but the escalation itself is worth. I want to oversee a personal effect if you run the sides is 50 mil worth, and you can get V-type cruiser modules out of it. Shadow Serpentis, not Shadow Serpentis, but the faction, not the Dead Space one, and fair expensive, decently expensive. I think I need to burn after that one because not in range. Probably I should have stayed on MWD. Catch up. Let's see. Yep. Okay, that one is out of range. Let's chase after it. Oh, come on. Professionals. And the secondary tower. See how many attempts it's gonna take to get another escalation. So position should be perfect. I'm now in range of the secondary on a second wave spawn. They will not sustain range. Come on. And voila. Next one.
Warpdrive active.
As for imps and boosters, I'm not running anything. Like it's the fit with there. It can be used pretty close to being an alpha account, but I would suggest you're being omegas, like having no capacitor, no power grid. But yeah, you can do it from day one pretty much. If you have 1,000 skill points, especially, you can push it through. Just get the system with multiple Serpentis Dens, and you are golden. Okay, that one's burning away. Get close to structure. Should die any second. Here down. Perfecto. But yeah, I do enjoy Gnosis more than previously. Previously, it was kind of useless ship for me. It can be a support ship for another cruiser or battleship if you don't have skills for flying anything else. But at the same time, it's kind of mediocre. It doesn't have a lot of capacitor, it doesn't have a lot of CPU, it doesn't have a lot of DPS, so therefore kind of... I mean, Blaster type PvP ship is very well, but anything else like missile-based, drone hybrid type, it's not a good ship. But this one works pretty well for the DD farming. Okay, let's get up. And done.
Warp drive active.
So on the respawn time of the sites, it's pretty nice. So clearance time, response time, it's pretty much identical. Not quite, but decently identical. So it's not completely overkill. And it works decent, very decent. For the most part, people are gonna ignore 5 of 10 farming. It's not the priority list. Okay, position-wise, let's get a little bit closer to the structure to be at the midpoint. I really want to try the plasma Smartbomb. It has more range, but then the profile of the NPCs is 33% on a thermal, and I'm worrying about that one. Okay, one burnt out of range. I cannot do anything else. This one, let's chase. Next wave. And another Shadow Serpentis. Wow. The side keeps giving. Holy moly. What the heck is going on today?
Warp drive active.
That's a decent hole. That's a freaking better than any escalation for less time. 5 of 10 runtime in a Vexa is about 36 minutes. Getting there shouldn't be difficult, and the Vexa cost is about 48 mil or something. It's not that expensive. Just a typical Omega fit. So yeah, cool things, cool things. Okay, those two went in range, they burned away. So at that point, if I had a Praxis, those frigates would be staying away, and I would need a lot of time to get there. Since practice is like 800 meters per second, unfortunately, the align time and the inertia of the Praxis is not up to spec for this side. So I would prefer a Gnosis over Praxis. Although the Smartbombs on a Praxis are cheaper. Okay, let's get up. One tower died, waiting for the secondary one to die, and meanwhile I'm positioning myself above to get in a Smartbomb range. So the Praxis with faction Smartbombs like a Plasma one would have about 9,000 meters of range. But again, how much am I gonna pay for the Praxis to Smartbomb this size when everything on Smartbomb is 150 mil to the large Plasma Shadow Serpentis something. Okay, let's not sleep. Get to that frigates over there, destroyers, and keep pushing them off. Okay, it's gonna fail. Where are they? Okay, let's find the range of those. Let's get there. Bada bing, bada boom. Another escalation. Thank you for watching. I will see you next time. Stay awesome.